You're watching this video because you want to improve your voice, and give me 10 minutes and you're about to receive 5 voice tweaks that instantly make you sound more powerful. Doesn't matter if you want to sound more powerful in your social conversations, meetings, in your office, or even in your personal relationships. These 5 voice tweaks, I promise, will change your life and communication forever. So check them out. The point number one that's very important is this: when it comes to public speaking, when it comes to communication, your voice is your vehicle. You could have the best message, you could have the best idea in the meeting room, but if your voice is shaky, if it's flat, if it's robotic, if it's rushed, people stop listening. So in this video, I'll show you 5 simple but powerful voice tweaks that you can apply today, not 1 month later, but today, to sound more confident, clear, and compelling in meetings, presentation, and even in casual conversation. The first technique is what I call the pause power reset. The pause power reset. What is the pause power reset? Listen, people fear silence. Have you ever noticed that? People are not very comfortable in pausing when they are speaking. They think they have to always speak. And that's why if you ask a question, most people do not even give you the pleasure of hearing a pause. They instantly start saying because they are nervous. Confident speakers use pausing. So after every key sentence, pause for 2 seconds. You say something and you pause, just like I did right now. Do you realize that I'm going to do it right after the sentence? Did you see I did that again? Let your ideas land before jumping to the next point. Most people speak so much that they don't have the executive presence because they do not know how to use pauses before bold statement to create an impact. So silence gives your voice weight and your audience the space to absorb. So very important key idea for you to realize is: do not rush to fill the air. Just because somebody is saying something, do not rush to fill the air. Command it. That's the number one technique, which is the pause power reset. Are you getting something out of it? Click the like button. Make sure you subscribe before we go to point number 2. That is the slow fast switch. Slow fast switch. Sometimes people speak too fast, sometimes too slow. They don't have the proper variation. Pace is your secret weapon. Use it wisely. Speak slower when explaining a key idea, but go faster when listing examples or when creating energy. When you're something, you're talking, passionate about the project, you're talking about the vision, you're talking about a personal story or something that happened in the Thailand trip that you recently took with your office colleagues, or the Goa trip that you took with your neighbors. You're sharing some personal example. That's when you should build up the excitement, because that's the emotion there is excitement. But when you're sharing something, a key idea, do not speak very fast. Why? Because people will lose you. They'll not follow you. Use speed. And sometimes use speed changes, which is called the vocal variety, to reset attention and create contrast. Remember, confident speakers are not always fast. They are in control. Let me ask you a question. Are you in control of your speaking? If not, that could be trouble. Speed is style. Control is power. Speed is style. Control is power. It's very important sometimes to speak very fast, like I do. But when you have control, people can sense your power. That's very, very important. If you want to be an executive, if you are an executive and if you want to have the executive presence in your speaking skills, there is a special workshop I'm doing very soon. If you want to know more about it, there is a link somewhere below this video. Make sure you click the link, come to that workshop to know more about that. That's point number 2. That brings me to point number 3. And that is the start strong rule. Your first impression. Have you ever heard that? You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Your first 5 words decide your authority level. So say your first sentence on an exhale, not inhale. When you're inhaling, do not say that, because again, you will not sound powerful. When you're exhaling, like a deep breath, you have the bass in your voice, the sound, the tonality, the volume. Start strong. Start with energy, not hesitation. Stand or sit up to open your chest, your sound box. By the way, your chest is your sound box. Many times when people speak, they have this closed body language. They're speaking with nervousness. Not gonna happen. That's not at all acceptable. You have to have the proper, make sure that your hand gestures are proper, you're breathing properly, you have wide chest when speaking, and you talk about, everybody, this is what we're gonna talk about. Not like, all right, everybody, I think we should get started. No, it doesn't matter whether you're speaking virtually or you have a mic and you're speaking on stage. One thing that's very important is also how you hold the mic, or how close are you to the microphone, how close are you to the webcam. These are things that we talk a lot about inside our program. If you want to know more, reach out later on. But here is something very important for you to realize. Stand or sit up, sit right to open your chest. Smile slightly as you speak. There are many times people know that they have heard it. Smile is important, but they do not know it. What's the point of knowing if you do not do? So start weak and then they will doubt you. But start strong and they will follow you. Is the second tip clear to you? That's the start strong rule. Brings me to point number 3, the lower the tone method. You should not have the high tone all the time, because if you have high tone, number one, your voice is going to collapse. You're going to feel exhausted. You're going to feel a pain in your voice and your chest and your throat, right? Deeper is calmer, and calmer equals more credible. Before a call, before a talk, here is a little hack for you. I'm going to give you a little hack right now because you're staying till the end. Hum for 30 seconds. What do I mean by hum? This is a warm-up exercise. Again, we talk a lot about it inside our program. Take any song, right? And don't sing it. Don't sing with lyrics. Just hum. Just hum. Just say, and you hum. Why? Because it activates your vocal cords. There is going to be a calmness in your voice, right? Very, very important. Very, very important. You're again practicing. You're not going to become a singer with that. I hope you realize that. This is for you to realize that when you record yourself reading a paragraph and now repeat it in a lower register. Okay, record yourself reading a paragraph and then second time in a lower register, in a lower tone, read it. Don't whisper. I'm not whispering. This is whisper. But I'm not asking you to whisper. Speak from your belly, not from your throat. Remember, in an earlier video I spoke about it. If you're speaking from your throat, your throat is going to pain very soon. But if you speak from your belly with the proper air, right, that's going to change everything for yourself. Lower does not mean fake, it means more grounded, because your tone tells people if you believe in your message or not. For example, if somebody comes to you and says, yeah, I think it can be a good idea. Do you believe that person? No. But if they say, I believe that's going to be a great idea for you. Trust me. Now you believe. So it's not about what you're saying, it's about how you're positioning. Because remember, something I talk about all the time in the Sarkar program, people do not listen to what you say. People do not even believe in what you say. People listen to see if you believe in what you say. Because when they see that you believe in what you say, then they will take action, right? If you want to know more about it, again, there is a link below this video. Come to my workshop. I'd love to meet you for 3 hours and train you more on the advanced skills. That's point number 3, which is the lower the tone method. That brings me to point number 5. That is the vocal energy test. Check your energy before others check out. Many times you speak and people check out. Check out means they are not with you anymore. They are just thinking something else. They're completely switched off in their mind, even though you had some important idea. Why does it happen? It happens because you do not understand the vocal energy test. Ask, would I listen to myself for 10 minutes? Would I listen to my voice for 10 minutes? If I was somebody else, would I really appreciate my voice? Speak a paragraph, then play it back and rate your own presence. Add variety. Sometimes pitch up, sometimes pitch down, sometimes volume is going to be high, sometimes volume is going to be low. Sometimes the volume is soft like I'm having right now, and sometimes the volume is going to be a little, your speaking is going to be a little hard tone like I'm doing right now. I'm not speaking very loudly. Do you understand what I'm talking about? And there's another practice I talk about inside our program, which is practice one word and say it in 10 different ways. Let's say the word absolutely. This is confusion. Absolutely. This is certainty. Absolutely. This is surprise. Absolutely. This is anger. Absolutely. This is sadness. Absolutely. This is hopeful. Absolutely. Right? This is anxiety. Absolutely. You get it what I'm talking about? There are different ways. So take a word and practice. Again, if you want to practice in our community, there is a, you can watch a video right now. In fact, let's play a video on how exactly it happens. Check this out. So today we have had just the first session of Speakathon Implementation Bootcamp. My question for you, the first question is it just like other same programs or is it completely different? Which one?
Completely different.
Second question, after everybody has given the speech and you have got feedback from me today, was it like a generic Gyan session or was it practical feedback is what you received?
Practical feedback.
Imagine if somebody wants to join the next program, what should they do exactly? Should they join later in future or should they join now? Which one?
Now. Now.
Awesome. Love that.
now.
Love the energy of everybody here right now. And this is just the first session. By the way, how many of you are fully ready that if you see what the kind of feedback that you have received, improvement you're making in the first session, how many of you know for a fact that you will completely come out as a world-class speaker? Say, I know.
I know.
Absolutely. Awesome stuff. Thank you. Thank you. So if that's exactly what you want to be a part of, make sure that you click the link below and come to that workshop very soon. That is point number 5, and that is the vocal energy test. All right, the best speakers are not perfect. Remember that. They are fully alive in their voice. So these are 5 tweaks that instantly make you sound more powerful. Let's quickly talk about it. Number 1, the pause power reset. Number 2, the slow fast switch. Number 3, the start strong rule. Number 4, the lower the tone method. And number 5, the vocal energy test. These 5 tips, I believe that when you apply them, will create radical transformation in 3 things: your influence, number 2, your impact, and number 3, your income. And they have the power, because understand, your voice is an instrument, and if you do not invest in it, you will have challenges and you will forever struggle. And if you want to know exactly how to solve your voice challenges, I'm doing a special workshop called Speak Like a CEO Masterclass. Click the link below, come to the workshop, and I'd love to meet you there. Bishal Sarkar reminding you that public speaking is not about perfection, it's all about connection. See you soon.